All right, Bob, thank you. And when it comes to recreational pot being legal in Connecticut, it's really a battle now between two things: public health and safety, and the state's desperate need for cash.
Today, a powerful legislative committee hearing the pros and cons of legal marijuana for adults over the age of 21. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joining us live tonight with the latest. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Scott and Ann. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. Yeah, Massachusetts has given the green light to this starting in July of next year, people 21 and older. And one of the bills that's being discussed at our state capitol in Hartford would do the same here. A large portion of the day was devoted to questioning Yale Medical School professor and researcher Deepak D'Souza, who told lawmakers that the states that have legalized marijuana, also known as cannabis, all have higher rates of teenage use. That is a very clear public health danger.
Using cannabis in adolescence is associated with a greater risk for the development of schizophrenia that I would argue is the most serious of mental illnesses.
And the Connecticut Police Chiefs Association says law enforcement in Colorado confirm that more teenagers are using marijuana and driving, for which there currently is no effective test.
Increase in youths using marijuana, increase in drugged driving arrests, in other words, people who are on marijuana that they cannot test at this time.
They also say that legalization has not put illegal marijuana dealers out of business because many people search out the lower, untaxed priced marijuana on the streets. But advocates say the statistics have been manipulated and overstated.
This is a question of responsible parenting, there are much greater dangers in the home, and it's a matter of you wouldn't leave your opioid prescription out on the table for the children, don't leave your marijuana products out for the children.
Adult use marijuana use is happening every day in all 169 towns and cities in the state of Connecticut. And right now, the state of Connecticut is collecting $0 in revenue on adult use marijuana.
And Senate Democratic leader Martin Looney of New Haven says 80 years of prohibition has not worked, and that taxing and regulating marijuana would create thousands of jobs and bring in hundreds of millions in state taxes. Now, the Judiciary Committee must vote up or down on the recreational legalization of marijuana by April 7. That's about 2 weeks and a couple of days from now. But even if they vote it down, this bill still could be around. Because it has had not one but 2 public hearings, it could resurface as an amendment towards the end of the legislative session in June or whenever it ends, because legislators might be really looking for every penny that they can get. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.